Montana Athletic Director Kent Haslem recently sat down on the Grizz Fan Pod and he discussed things like the House settlement, opting in, the implications that would come with that, and contrary to popular belief, after hearing Kent Haslem's thoughts, it seems that more FCS schools may be opting in, maybe not this year, but eventually. So first, what does opting in mean for an institution? Well, opting in means that you no longer have scholarship limits. You now would have roster limits. For example, football would have a roster limit of 105. Women's and men's basketball would have a roster limit of 15. But not only that, this also means that these institutions would be opting in to revenue share, which is obviously the biggest point in the House settlement. But let's not get off the roster limits too fast. Making roster limits instead of scholarship limits means that unfortunately, some people are going to lose opportunities. This also means that there would be no more walk-ons. So stories like J.J. Watt, Baker Mayfield, and Stetson Bennett would not exist in a model like this. Now, how does this all relate back to Montana and their AD Kent Haslem? When asked about the revenue sharing model, Kent Haslem said he's actually a proponent of the revenue sharing model. But Kent Haslem sees it as an all or nothing play. Either each school in the conference is going to opt into revenue sharing, or no school in the conference is going to opt into revenue sharing. Now, if you're like me, your brain immediately goes to, well, what does that mean for Sac State? They've already mentioned that they're going to be opting in, but also they've mentioned that they're going FBS, and they haven't made the move yet. So what does that mean for Sac State? What does that mean for Montana? And what does that mean for the rest of the conference? The reason for the all or nothing mindset of Kent Haslem is because he sees it as a competitive advantage to opt in. Just think about it. If you're a high school athlete getting recruited by Big Sky schools and you have a Montana offer and an NAU offer on the table, one is offering revenue sharing, one is not. Which school would you choose? That is the competitive advantage that Kent Haslem was mentioning. Now to the question that everybody wants an answer to, is Montana opting in or not? When asked about that directly, Kent Haslem mentioned that there's no rush for Montana to opt in, and they have the option to opt in one year and opt out another year. You simply have to declare with enough time in the year that you are going to be opting in. But Kent Haslem doesn't see value in being the first team to opt in. He sees more value in waiting to see how things play out for the schools that do opt in and then making a decision, maybe next year, maybe the year after. But it doesn't seem like in the first year of the House settlement, Montana will be opting in to revenue sharing. What do you guys think? Do you think Montana should opt in now, despite what the other schools in the conference are doing, take that competitive advantage? Or do you think Kent Haslem is on the right track? Do you think they should wait, see what everybody else does, see how it works out, and then make their decision? You guys let me know down below, and I will catch you guys next time.